Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 2024 Derby City Classic. This is Railbirds Productions bringing you some one-pocket action here. We're looking at round 4. This is Adam Wheeler versus Robb Saez. This is going to be a fun match. Both these guys really strong shooters, quick shooters too, so I'm looking forward to it. My name is Somerfield Habener. Like I said, we're here with Railbirds Productions, brought to you in part by the Bad Boys. Do a whole bunch at this event. Alright. Looks like Adam took down the leg there. As I said before, we are playing one pocket. This is a race to 3 in this round 4. Adam's got to make 8 balls in his pocket before Robb's got to make 8 balls in his pocket. They're going to choose one of those 2 feet pockets you see on the left side of the screen here. Any foul costs you a ball. And yeah. If you don't know one pocket, you will by the end of this. Thanks for tuning in here. This is my favorite tournament in the whole world, Derby City Classic. And Adam to break. Adam getting his phone muted there. Always a good strategy for a player. Adam looks like he's breaking pretty wide off that rail. You see a lot of players get a little closer in. This takes a lot more exact hit, but pretty effective break there. He didn't quite get high enough to protect the 15, I don't believe, and that's really what you want. You hope to be on that left side rail, get something towards your pocket, hopefully a ball low, ball high, but it looks like Robb's got a good line right at that 15 ball. Imagine, see that 15 go back into the pack, the cue ball float up a little bit. Yeah, so he just chooses to keep the cue ball low, not willing to sell out a bank there. Doesn't really jostle a whole lot to his side. Have a feeling you're going to see Adam pin him to the back of the stack here. Nice work, spins up. Boy, if Robb's got a little window, that would be pretty unfortunate for Adam here. Looks like he can see the 8 ball, but it doesn't look like he can see through to bank it. Yeah, it's a tough position to be in here. I got to watch one of Robb's early matches earlier, a round 1 match, and really, really strong shooter. Looks like he's playing off the 4, probably playing into that little crook there between the 8-1. Does a good job protecting it, but yeah, doesn't get anything on his side, and that 6-2 might have lined up for Adam. Probably hoping to kiss off that 1 there and get back into it. That's a tricky position, though. Alright, I like this. Glancing off the 15, going up table. A lot of balls there to protect him. Gets the cue ball to the rail, no foul. Alright, so it looks like Robb's taking a look at that 5-8-1. If that 1 ball's wired off the 7, that's a pretty dangerous shot. Very aggressive also. The 1 ball looks wired high to me. Maybe he's looking at the 8-7 instead. That would be a very aggressive shot here. I kind of like playing off the top side of the 8 ball and back behind the 6-2. The match that I watched with Robb was a lot of fun. Very creative shot maker and just very disciplined. Plays really, really good one pocket. I've had the chance to play with Adam a little bit. Real straight shooter. And yeah, definitely an aggressive one pocket player also. Alright, off the 15. I think he was hoping to float underneath that 3 ball. Doesn't quite get there. Big opening for Adam. That is a tough cue-in position, I tell you what. Makes the 3, bumps the 6. Gets pretty straight on this 2 ball. Jacked up, but it looks like he can push forward for the 6 next. Nice. Strokes that ball real full. He's probably going to come up into the stack I kind of like coming around the stack and behind the 5, 9, 14. That's what he does. Yeah, it's easy to want to move those balls down low, but you get yourself in trouble on the bottom of the stack. 14 ball doesn't quite go for him. Yeah, boy, Adam wastes no time firing those balls. Taking a 3-0 lead. Don't think he sold out the 13. Yeah, that one's in the way there. Protects the 14 also. He's looking at doing something aggressive here. Yeah, and all he's got to really make sure is that he floats underneath that 14 ball or moves it and doesn't sell a bank here. Had plenty of room on the 13, shows what I know. Drills that, leaves himself a nice little back bank on the 14. He might not have wanted quite this much of an angle. But you can kind of hit this a little softer than you normally would. Just want to make sure you don't let that roll down. Drills it. That's what I meant about a little too much angle, is just naturally rolling a little high into the wrong side of the table. It looks like you might be able to play the 12 into the 10, and that 7 might be going off the 1 there. Key there is just controlling that. Probably going to hit that with inside and kind of float to that right side rail. Wasn't too worried about it, but did it get him in trouble? Yeah, boy. Didn't get enough strength there. Robb taking down a couple balls. This is run and gun one pocket, I tell you what. Had him with a tough cut on the 4 ball if he wants it. I don't think he's going to like it from there. Yeah, the bank doesn't really have a clear path. He might kind of be forced to take this 4. Yeah, that does not look like a fun bank to me. Or sorry, cut. Yeah, cutting that ball straight up the rail. You're asking for a lot with that shot. You can bank that 15, bank it a little wide and float up to the upper left side of the table there. Just got to make sure you stay towards the left. Don't sell out the 7 ball. Just firing, does get the 12 over on his side of the table. Definitely leaves Robb a cut, but again, that's a hard cut to take as well. I think Robb's probably going to deal with the 12 ball here. Yeah, I mean, you miss this ball, you probably sell the game. Looks like playing off the 8 ball here. Don't think he wanted to catch that one. Hopes it falls. Oh, and it doesn't fall for him. Yeah, that was an aggressive play for sure. Robb's just gonna leave that ball in his hole. I oftentimes like playing this bank, playing the 8 ball into the 1. You've already got something in your hole. Looks like you're going up table. You can probably protect it. But if you got a way to get out here, he only needs 5. Well, nice play. Makes the 1. But now you've kind of left yourself quadrupled up, you know? You protected your ball, but... yeah, I don't know. All right, playing the back cut on the 5, trying to float down table. Hopefully getting all the way down to that foot rail. Hold up. And the closer he gets to that 10 ball, the safer of a shot it is. Adam needs 4. We're going to see some balls move at this point. I think he's probably going to play the 8 ball between those 2. Just playing the bank on the 5 into the 10. Wow, and hits it so good. I can't believe that ball held up. All right. Now Adam's got to do his work with a ball hanging in Robb's pocket. He only needs 4, but in kind of a tricky spot. He's either got to spin around that 8 ball or try and make sure he doesn't make contact with it. All right, just going to pocket the ball. That's a hard shot to be disciplined enough to take, but I do think it's the right shot there. Keeps him on the rail, spins up to protect his 12. Nice shot. I don't think Robb's got a clear bank at anything. He's going to be forcing it to play something offensive here. Okay, thin off the 7 and hopefully get underneath the 12. Look at that. Barely touches the 12. If you would have avoided that, that would have been perfect hit. Dead bank on the 5. Let's see if he can convert. A little high. Wasting no time. This is my kind of one pocket. Not that that's how I play, but it's sure fun to watch. I think he's got a window to kick through the 7-15 and get underneath the 5 ball. I mean, one really good, dangerous safe here. I mean, locking him onto a ball can really turn this around. At this point, I wouldn't really be worried about taking a foul. I'd really want to get that position that could get me some kind of advantage back, because, boy, he's in trouble here. Adam only needs 4, and 3 are right in front of his hole. Yeah, I like kicking right through the 7-15 and under the 5. I was also looking up table, and I love that position. He might have a cut. If he's got the 4 ball straight, no, he doesn't. Or does he? Looks like a 1 pocket drill right there. All right, had plenty of room. This is a must-make combo right here. Being up 5-3, I don't really like betting the game on this one. All right, the back cut's a lot safer. So 5 ball into the 12. Wow, hits it beautifully. And again, kind of plays the 2-way, but when you make that ball and you're playing the 2-way, kind of playing safe on yourself. But drills the ball, doesn't get himself in trouble. Back cutting on the 15 and getting back to that position. And for how quickly these guys are shooting, I'm not sure it comes across how much strategy they're putting in. That's beautiful shooting. Up 6-3. Yeah, and Robb's in a tough spot. I would think about taking a foul here. I'd think about pushing him into the corner, if at all possible, trying to point hook him. That upper right-hand corner. But I mean, looks like he's looking at the kick. Yeah, kicking there between the 5-8. That's a tough little window to hit. But Robb showed some really great kicking ability. Let's see what he's got in mind. He also does have a line on the 5, so I mean, you can try to play the 5-15 to get both those out of there and come around foot rail, left side rail, and back to the same position. Pretty aggressive here, and I think that's going to cost him the game. Adam only needs 2. Playing a little slip on that rail there. All right. Well, game one going to Adam Wheeler. Not quite sure how, but it worked out that way. This is Robb to break. We're here at the 2024 Derby City Classic. And here are the stream sponsors for us. We're brought to you by Hustlin' Clothing Company, JB Custom Cue Cases, Jerry Olivier Custom Cues, Lipman Lights, the best in the biz, and Locked and Loaded Billiard Apparel. Thanks for tuning in here with Railbirds Productions. All right, 1-0, Adam Wheeler, Robb to break. Looks like they're going to keep their same pockets. That always makes it easy. It's a nasty break right there. Doesn't get a big spread on the pack. And, I mean, there is a bank here. He's got a bank on the 12 ball. And you got a chance of doubling him up. If you take that bank, you really got to make sure that you use the 1 to protect the 14. And that's a lot. If it was any other shooter, I'd say they might not shoot it. But, well, here we go. Adam looks like he's kicking under, probably going for that 14 ball. Playing into the 13, ties those 2 balls up too. That can be a really effective shot. Robb's got a bank on the 9, but I think he's going to resist that. It pushes everything towards Adam's side of the table. He might be looking at moving those 2 balls to 13-14 because they don't really go to his hole. And if he does, I think he'll go to that lower right-hand side of the table off those balls. All right, plays the 1 back into the pack. Not sure I like that because he doesn't get wide enough to protect that 13-14. I feel like Adam can take his advantage away pretty quickly here. Not sure if he'll kick under that or if he's going to play the bank on the 13. All right, banks the 13, ball gets back into the stack. Well, that changed the furniture for sure. Nice shot, but that leaves Adam a dead bank on the 1. I think he can bank the 9 also. So he likes the 9 and floating underneath. I prefer that bank also. Looks like 2 railing the 14 ball here. Nope. Just banking and coming into the pack, but kind of slipped through. He gets away with it, though. Got a bank on the 14, but I don't know if he's going to take it. That's what he's looking at. Yeah, the only real threatening ball there for Adam is the 7. And yeah, unfortunately, Robb has kind of lost his advantage here in the break, but stack not really turned in anyone's favor right now. I like moving the 14, but I have a hard time not selling the 7 ball here. Hits that ball beautifully. That's in the hole. Oh, man. Cursed him. Well, hangs it in front of his hole. I don't like shooting the 7 ball because I feel like I'm shooting for 1. I'm either going to full stroke this ball, try to break some stuff up. I'm pushing it the wrong way. I like kicking that 14 ball out from here. He's looking at playing off the 3 ball and into the 14. I feel like I have a lot less control of that carom than I do for the kick. He wants to shoot. I know the feeling. Yeah, when I had the chance to play with Adam, I definitely noticed that he plays one pocket like he plays 9-ball. I think a lot of players kind of have a different stroke for one pocket, and they're just so caught up in their thinking. But Adam, a great ball pocketer, and just a real matter-of-fact shooter. So I wouldn't be surprised to see him take the 7-ball. He knows he's supposed to make it. All right, looking at floating off that 3 and under the 14. Oh, just trying to clip the 14. Nice. Again, gets away with that one too. Gets that 2-ball into the open. Protects the 14. Kind of forces Robb to take a shot here. A lot of defensive things Robb can do, but he's pretty fixated on that 14 ball. That whole little cluster of the 11-4, 5-15, 13-7 is all kind of pointed at his hole. Wouldn't be surprised to see him play one of those balls towards a 14. Can play the 8-14 really easy, but a lot can go wrong from there. Yeah, I think doing something with the 2 is pretty safe from here. Ooh. Alright, I think he was trying to use the 2-ball to block 14. Didn't quite get there, but this is not an easy takeout for Adam. You didn't really want to give him this ball. He's got a couple balls that bank, multiple balls that bank. But, yeah, not an easy takeout. Last thing you want to do is risk taking a ball out and sell at the game. Thinking about banking the 2-ball also. I like to just pin him in the pack here. I think if I'm as confident with just stopping the ball, I think I like to knock that 7-ball up table. Freeze him behind the pack. Yeah, I really wouldn't be surprised to see him take that 2-ball. I think he's kind of looking at what Robb would be looking at if he plays him up table here. We know Robb resisted last time, but Adam had way more threatening balls in the last position. Yeah, you can tell what a tricky position he's in. I mean, you haven't seen him take more than 4 seconds to look at any ball yet, so really taking this one seriously. He already took a swing at that 14 and got away with it. He knows he might not again. Yeah, I don't think I like trying to clear the ball out. There's just too many threatening balls. In the end, I might settle on banking that 2-ball. You're taking a risk one way or the other. You got a chance of winning the game from there. Yeah, the clear out, if I'm coming from the left side rail down into the 14, I know I'm going to sell a bank. If I'm coming off the 14, I got it's hard to get around those balls and get into a position where I'm not going to sell something. Yeah, kind of looking at the angle he's got to go into that foot rail. Yeah. Okay, so it looks like he's spinning into it. I think just pocketing that ball is a great shot if you get all the way to the rail, but that one ball is tough. I think I'm banking the 2 if I'm banking from here. The one ball looks like a good potential double hit. Oh, he's just gonna stiff it. No, he's floating underneath it. He's got more room than I thought he did. Catches that 2 ball, just didn't quite throw enough for him. Here comes the bank. Nice bank, pocket speed, doesn't quite get there. Hangs it in front of his hole though. Nice shot. I don't see him getting to that 2 ball if he doesn't kick. I think he's probably got to go head rail into the 2. It's a bank on the 5 ball, but if that doesn't go, you're in trouble. Yep, hanging that ball in front of the hole is very effective. Yeah, long rail kick. Just trying to get between that right side rail and the 2 ball. How does he hit it? Ooh, gets away with it. Would have liked to have been hit a little further down the rail, but gets good contact, doesn't sell a shot. Adam liked the position last time. He's going to try and bury him this time. Thin off the 10 and into the pack. Nice job. Boy, almost really gets into that danger zone, but gets there plenty to protect the 2. Yeah, I kind of want to bury him in there too. Just knock that 3 and freeze him on the 11. Nice shot. Alright, so just playing the 10 and down table. Doesn't want to sell that bank. Likes putting him on the rail there. I wouldn't mind pocketing the 3 and either putting him on the head rail or trying to get behind the 10. As long as you block that. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anything goes dead into the 2. Yep, taking his time here. Yeah, I like pocketing the 3. It's on your side, but it's not doing you any good there. Yeah, I mean, ideally that's what you do, is you force your opponent to take a swing at something that allows you to get back in there. That 2 ball is pretty dangerous. Robb yielding to the one and only Tony Chohan, defending champion over there. Yes, it indeed. One of the people sponsored by Railbirds Productions here. Yeah, probably trying to summon some of that T-Rex power here for this shot coming up. What would Tony do? Yeah, I mean, if you're really antsy, you can shoot this 10 ball. You got a 2-railer there. It looks like you can probably control it going into the 3. I would really prefer to use everything I can to. I mean, I'd want to get behind the 10 baller on the rail, like I said. Looks like he's thinking about the 2-railer. He's probably drawn straight into that 3 ball. He's just playing the straight bank. Again, very aggressive. Does he get to use the 10 anyway? Kinda does. Gets away with it. Yep. All right. What do I like from here? I kind of like thinning off the 1 and just knocking it over there. Looks like he's playing this into the 7, back across the table, hoping to protect it. I mean, can't ask for much more than that. Great shot. Robb might be able to see straight through to make the 7, and if he can, he's just going to make that 7 ball and try and hold him right there. Or he's going to fire it and try and push the 2. I like this. Hits it really well. Hooks him on the 2. Hopefully for Robb, Adam can't see the bottom of that 2 ball. Or, sorry, bottom of the 10 ball. Because if he can, he's just going to put him right behind the pack. Just thin off the 10, go up table. He's got the 3. Alright, pockets a 3 ball. I think you're probably going to see Robb kick underneath that 2 ball here. Still don't think he can really play this with a lot of force unless he's really trying to go for it. Yeah, I mean, if you just nudge this ball out a little bit more, just slipped in on him. Oh, it's a big scratch. Adam needs 6 of them. He's got a couple in the open. Unfortunately, everything pointed away from his pocket right now. Alright, so spotted a ball. Did he have a ball to spot? 3, 6, 9, 12, 13. Alright. Trying to get a little motion. Doesn't get there. I don't think he'll hit. I mean, he'd like to draw off and play the 1 next, but I don't see it. He does have a bank on the 8 right now, and that helps him maintain his position with the 2. You can float up here and plan a bank on the 12, 6, 8, whichever you prefer. Or you can try and come behind it and break something. Yep, cutting that 1 ball. Well, some balls are going to move here. Pockets that ball beautifully. Unfortunately, the wrong balls move for him. Looks like he's going to play the 2-railer on the 12. That 5 is interesting off the 15, but not a clear path to really get there. I like the 12 ball from here. He needs 3. Hits it a little wide. Does he hit it hard enough to protect it? Looks pretty good to me. And nothing really. Whew. Alright, he's looking at that 13.75 and looks like it's lined up a little low. He wishes he was on the other side of those balls to hit it, but yeah, I mean, I feel like if he hits that 13 full enough, it's going to push that 5 into the rail. Probably looking at floating behind the 12 if he does. Again, it's a really aggressive shot, but... Alright, kicking into the 12. Gets all the way behind the pack. That's exactly how you want to hit that ball. Very nice shot. Playing off the 5 under the 12. Yep. I think he wants to hold on to that 12 ball. I think he's going to glance off that 15, put him back in the stack. He's got something else in mind. Nope, he did, but he did get high enough. Oh, wow, just got there. Oh, man, nice touch. He does open up a ball for Adam. Boy, he was half an inch away from selling that bank. I like kicking from here. I think I'd rather kick the 12 out of there than move anything his direction. That protects your 13 ball. Just looking at off the 5. Yeah, this just, it opens things up his way. Blocks the bank from it, though. Rob says, I kind of liked where you were last time. Doesn't have to put quite as much spin on this ball, so thin off the 15, hopefully right to the back of the 11. Nasty. Nasty shot. Off the 13, under the 12. I kind of like going the full 3 rails here. Well, it gets there, doesn't sell the 5 ball. Rob says, let's try it again. Really wants to get right in that 411. Hits it beautifully. Excellent control. Adam says, let's see if I can hit that 3rd rail this time. This is... Yeah, spotting balls can be nerve-wracking in and of itself in this game. Right, doesn't push too hard. I would have pushed harder than that. Yeah, I guess Rob can't really afford to Z-bank that 12. He will play this, though. He's probably going to not try to pocket this ball, just make sure he keeps the cue ball. He's playing the 3rd, all 3. Bold shot, protects the 12. Off the 4 behind that same ball. This time he gets there. Look at that shot. Nice play. Just thin off it down to the foot rail. Ooh. He was trying to get all the way up there. And again, I think he got just enough. I'm banking this 4 ball from here. Unless he can see enough of the 6. I like banking the 4 because I know I can get right between that 11-3. I say I know I can get there. I watched a match of mine yesterday and I certainly don't know that I can get there every time. But that's what I'm trying for. Maybe 6 off the 12 from this position? Nope. Just knocking her back over. Gonna resist the urge on this 1 or 5 ball. I think he's just got to go back behind the pack again. Okay, he's just straight kicking. So kick and stick here. I don't think that was the ball he wanted to hit. Got nothing to spot. Robb owes one. Leaves Adam a clear bank on the 14. Yeah, that was a risky shot. Oh, after all that, end up in that position. You're up 6, -1. Am I banking this ball? I'm not. If you miss that ball, you could very well be selling the game to a guy like Robb. I might think about banking the 6 off the 5 towards my hole. Yeah, just moving it his way. I like that. Yeah, there's no need to take a risk here. You only need 2 balls. You know Robb's frustrated at this point. Robb's had enough. It's time to shoot. Pretty dead bank there. Hits it very well. That's going to roll in perfectly. Left his opponent doubled up also. If you're playing the 8, you're trying to slip between the 3, 4, but it looks... Yeah, you kind of got to punch that ball to get between that gap. Otherwise, I think you're coming a little low. Playing the 3 ball. I'm not sure what next if you're not going to run into those 2. Does choose to run into them. Gets away with that one. Misses the ball. Doesn't leave a cut on the 11, but he does leave a bank on the 3. Robb back to even. Yeah, alright. Really got to put a twist on this ball if you're going to make it. Gets there. That's that. Adam Wheeler. Needs 1. Looks like Robb's going to give it to him. Adam Wheeler with a 2-0 lead and breaking. Well, this incredible event here at Derby City Classic is brought to you in part by Diamond Billiard Products. All the tables, all your lights you see here, the best in the business. It's what I want to play on every tournament I ever go to. Simonis Cloth, again, best in the business. It's what I'm used to playing on. I love Aramith Billiard Balls. Outsville AccuRack. They do racks for all kinds of events, including the Derby City 9-ball rack here. AccuStats Video Productions, and Master Billiard Shock. 24 Derby City Classic, round 4. I missed this event this year. I was bummed to not be there, but boy, is it fun to be able to watch some of it. Alright. Does a good job getting the ball down there. Leaks the 12 a little bit. Doesn't protect his ball's hanging. It's a risky shot here for Robb, though. Natural tendency is to want to move that 5 ball. Really easy to end up selling a bank here. It's also not the easiest removal of that 5 ball from that position. Only have a little piece of it. Kind of gotta come off the foot rail if that's what you're gonna do. I kind of like playing the 11-14 here and sticking him in the top side of the pack. If the angle is there, I can't really tell. Looks like he's going to play the 15 and underneath the 5. Wow. He didn't need any of them. Drills it. Very nice bank for Robb Saez. Yeah, early in the game is a great time to get aggressive, do something like that. He's going to get a couple out of it, and he's going to get his position back. Let's see if that 10-8 is lined up. Yeah, I'd be looking at that for sure. 10-8 might go right off that 3 ball. Alright, staying low. Looks like he's going to try and play the Oh, he's just going to get that ball out of there. There's no bank. So probably going to see the 5 going into the stack is what I would imagine. He's got to get the cue ball out of the way. Yeah, that's what he was trying. Great job just keeping that cue ball all the way on that side rail. Does leave a back cut on the 9. I don't know how much it gets you. All right, so drew off that ball. He would have had a shot on the 4. Hangs it in the pocket around the 14. I like that. God, it seems like Robb has just constantly had a ball hanging in his opponent's pocket. Adam's done a great job controlling this match so far. 2-0 lead. Yeah, he's taking a good look at the 10-8 now. I think if you would have seen that earlier, you probably would have played that 12 a little differently. Yeah, I think it's close, but I don't think it's wired. $5-14. 14 into the 9, trying to move it. Doesn't make the 9 ball, but kind of leaves Adam shooting for 1 here. Looks like he's going to try and draw underneath it, but is that asking a lot? You got to hit that ball really good. Ooh. Well, that's how you trap yourself. He's got a way out, though. Knocking that 4 ball up table. Maybe trying to spin behind the 3, maybe just getting to that rail. Looks like he might have blocked that bank lane. The 3 might get through, though. I don't know if he can really afford to try it from here. I like playing off the 2 and into the backside of the pack. Looks like he might just knock the 2 up table. Keep him in the crook. Nice shot. Moving this ball out in the open for you. Yep, trying to get all the way under there. He's a pretty nice shot on this 13. So 2-railer on the 13 that's going to stay either close to that right side rail or close to the pack. Pretty free shot here. Want to make sure you don't expose that 4 ball. Wow, how'd he hit it? Whew. Great shot. And doing something with the 2. Guess just playing the straight bank here. He's got a line. Doesn't get around it. It's an excellent shot. Leaves him 9 feet away from his work. He's got a 3-1 lead. I'm pretty conservative. I just like kicking into the 4 ball from here. Yeah, I mean, you can try and glance off the 2, try and glance off the 8, but I just feel like I got way better control doing what I want to do with the 4 if I go straight into it. He's lining up to do something. Well, tries to make a move. It's pretty fortunate there. I think he's going to try and play that slip off the rail on the 2 ball. Looks like he does a part of a pocket. This is, yep, 2024. This is the year after the super tight pocket, so these tables still slipping a little bit. Oh, nice. Even gets the glance off the 4. Perfect back cut to get himself in position. I would like to play the 3 next, but I think your safest play is probably to play the 8. Because of that, I feel like I can leave myself doubled up on the combo pretty easily. But the combo very makeable. Everything going your way right now. Only need 3. Hopefully the 5, 3, 8 are going to do it. Just don't want to overhit this ball. Yep, gets it by his hole. Doesn't quite make it. Does look like Adam's got a line to move it though. Oh, look, I was looking at the 7-11 too. I was like, if that ball's wired. Wow. Man, oh man. Yeah, that wired ball is amazing. Controls the cue ball beautifully, moves the 3 into a good position for him. Tricky shot here. He's kind of going to have to punch out and hope to get shape on the 14. Goes forward. And yeah, you can see how thin that is. He goes a few rails and still doesn't get there. I like banking the 8 from here. He needs 5. It's in the hole. Wow. Man, oh man, Adam Wheeler. Robb was in really good position here, looking good. And some pretty radical's got to happen for Adam to not get out of this one. Can get in trouble there, glancing off that 1 ball, but he doesn't. 2 to go. Just don't want to make contact with the back part of any of these balls. Spins around for the 7 beautifully. And that is all she wrote. Adam Wheeler taking this one down 3-0 against Robb Saez. Not sure Adam knows he took it down quite yet, but he did. Thanks for tuning in here at the 2024 Derby City Classic. It's been a blast. This is Somerfield Habener with Railbirds Productions. Thanks for tuning in to the best pool tournament in the world. We got tons more Derby City Classic action coming your way, so stay tuned.